All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of The Blind View here on Rumble. And here is your host, Miss Rebecca Meadows.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us this evening for another exciting episode of The Blind View. I am your host, Rebecca S. Meadows. My co-hosts, Anya, Brandon, are here with me, and Paul will be joining us shortly. So how
Hello,
is everybody tonight?
Hi, everyone. Doing fantastic, and hopefully everybody's having a great Wednesday.
Alexa, stop!
I have to
So
say,
sorry,
I am. It has not been a bad day, and I hope the very same for
Alexa, stop!
all of you as my co-hosts. I appreciate that. It was in the I don't know exactly, but low to mid 70s today, and I don't say that to be mean to any of you across the country where it is considerably and significantly colder. I was shocked over the weekend to discover that where I grew up in Joplin, Missouri. Yes, hello Joplin, hello Joplinians. You cold people with your 8-degree high on the weekend. My gosh, no, thank you. No, thank you. I'll come back to visit, but I'm not sticking around there.
The lowest we had this week so far was -8.
Yeah, I'm saying. Wow, that is
yeah.
cold.
Right now it's 30. This evening is 30 degrees, so it's pretty much a
But
cold way. I mean,
you Midwesterners, I got to give kudos, because my family's like, oh, well, you just got to be dressed for it. I'm like, oh, yeah, I guess.
No, it's really freaking freezing. Like you can't. It's hard to breathe, and your face hurts. It's just no fun. But it's really, really, really cold.
I mean, I don't even know if I still have my Carhartt coat, but I mean, I guess that'd hold up. But whew, boy, you need winter weather clothing there. Good Lord.
That's right. Well, whose topic? Since Paul is not here yet, whose topic are we gonna start with? Brandon, Becca, are you there?
Yeah, Becca, I think, is having a technical issue. Anya, why don't you go ahead and start then?
No, I don't think my topic. I mean, we need to be all together, and Paul's here because mine is more
Brandon,
interactive.
do you want to start?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can start. That is fine. I like everybody. Every day is a new day, right? But thought I might discuss a little bit about and just kind of talk with everybody about kind of some personal growth and or self-improvement tools. I don't know. I'm fine with either label. But I've been through some pretty dark days, some pretty dark times in my life. And so I've explored that industry a little bit. And while I've never yet been to Sedona, Arizona, that is one geographical place that's supposed to be pretty interesting and not just interesting, but rejuvenating and refreshing. They say there are things like some natural vortexes there, which that's a little bit woo-woo, which is I don't mind discussing that, just like I don't mind discussing aliens as in extraterrestrial aliens, even though I don't believe in them. I know there are some people that do, but so I don't know what you all think about the ability of vortexes of any kind to have any kind of beneficial effect, but we can discuss that in a minute. What I would tell you that has had a bigger effect on me is both hypnotherapy and neuro-linguistic programming.
NLP, yes.
Yeah, also you've heard of it?
Oh, of course. Yes, absolutely.
Of course. What do you mean, of course? Most people are like,
I know it's a pretty narrow. Yeah, if you stop somebody in the street and ask them, they're probably gonna say, "What are you talking about?" But yes,
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So
well, how did you come to know of it?
Actually, my first exposure was through a Russian blogger, like way back, maybe like 2013 or 2014.
Okay.
I had some problem, like some kind of small personal problem or something, and I decided to Google it, like to see on YouTube if anybody had some kind of solution or some kind of advice, whatever I typed, and then this lady came up, and I started listening to her, and like, whoa, that works for me. So I kind of, she resonated with me, and then she was all into this NLP, and then that's how I started getting into it. But tell
Well,
people
so,
what it
so,
is.
so, so
Tell people what it is.
let me ask you. I mean, did you work with her?
No. I just
No, you never
her
did.
courses now. Like she does lots of different things, but I just follow her on YouTube. But I think you should.
Okay.
Oh, hello there.
Oh, okay, great.
I think you should tell people what it is, because you and I seem to know what we're talking about. But again, this is not something that average Joe would know. Not to offend anybody.
Right. right. So my, and this is a oversimplified explanation, but neurolinguistic programming does have some clinical evidence. Like anything, there are those people that support it, and it does have its detractors. But it basically works with the conscious mind. So that is unique and distinct from hypnotherapy, which primarily focuses on the subconscious or even unconscious mind, if you believe in that model of the human psyche anyway. But neurolinguistic programming basically, it encourages you to think different and speak different and act different. And you're guided through, those steps by an NLP practitioner. Now, the practitioner that I worked with was accredited at the master level of NLP. So there are different certification paths. There is no degree, but that doesn't bother me. I just kind of look for what works for me. But there are different certification paths that you can go through with varying degrees of sort of rigidity or strictness.
But you don't really explain, like, tell people what it actually, like, in practice, what does it mean to you? Like, how does it work?
I mean, I just like it because
Well, what is
it? Well, it's what it's based on is practitioners, have studied the way that various successful people think. So athletes or wealthy people or people who are good at public speaking.
Which I'm not good at either of those things that you mentioned. So there's that. So maybe I could look into that. But anyway, continue.
Well, yeah. Well, so but you can be good at it is what NLP practitioners would tell you. You just have to work with them and, be honest with yourself and really mean it. But, I guess I would say what some people consider the benefit of NLP, that again is neurolinguistic programming, is that you don't have to, you don't have the whole, you're getting very sleepy. No, you don't go into a trance, any kind of trance state at all. Whereas with hypnotherapy, you do.
So how long have you both kind of, you, Anya, and you, Brandon, both been involved in NLP?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm too involved. I just follow the lady on YouTube, and she does not talk about this very much anymore. She more right now more into quantum psychology.
Okay.
So which is
interesting.
It's kind of a branch out. I think it's all interrelated. But yeah, so it all has to do with affirmations, that's what's called neurolinguistic, how your mind works. One of the ways to look at it is to give yourself affirmations, like visualization of your.
Yeah.
It's very popular these days. Like there are many different approaches to it, like different psychologists or just scientists or just ordinary people look at it from different angles and develop their own theories, different directions, if you will. But essentially, it all has to do with visualization of your success, pronunciation, and not just having an idea in your head, but actually spelling it out, like saying it out loud.
Right, and working with the practitioner, like no, say it the way I said it, say it. Really feel it, lean into it.
Yeah, so
And so it's very conscious.
Yeah.
But doesn't that kind of negate the fact that you can say these things all you want, but like if I said, and I genuinely mean, for example, I want to have $500,000 by the end of the year. I mean, I could say that and really mean it all I want, but ain't I going to have to work to get $500,000?
Of course,
by the end of the year.
Of course, and they wouldn't dispute that. Of course, right? Yeah.
Well, again, depends how you look at it. I mean, again, I don't want to get into the woods here, but one of the things is, okay, so the question is, why do you want $5,000? Money is a resource. You should not be looking at money like how much you want, just a number. You could wish for a number, but the way I look at it, and I subscribe to this school of thought, that money is just a mere resource. Okay, you can have $5,000, but what if inflation hit and that $5,000 means like $100 today? Like you need to be wishing and imagining and visualizing the goal, what you want to spend that money on, not the money itself, because it's just a vehicle that takes you there.
I visualize myself having great success. That's what I visualize. I don't visualize any dollar amount or any certain luxuries or anything like that. I just visualize myself being successful and happy with my life where I'm at,
Well, for example,
but just to close this out, I don't want to really go over my time unless there's a need. And I don't know that there is, but hypnotherapy, on the other hand, you can just basically relax and that's it. Right? Because I worked with clinical hypnotherapists, and they lead you into a very, very deeply relaxed state. They call it an induction script, but you don't have to think about anything. It's not as conscious at all.
How's it different from deep meditation?
Huh?
How is it different from meditation?
No, because meditation, you're still observing your thoughts. But with the kind of hypnotherapy that I went through, I didn't have to think about anything. The emphasis was just on relax, take a breath, just let everything go. I'll wake you up after we're done.
Okay, I have a question.
Yep.
I love it, Gino.
So my question is, and I'm not trying to be funny, and I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to be funny or be argumentative, but I'm genuinely asking. So when someone quote unquote says, okay, I'm gonna put you through hypnotherapy, do you pay that person?
So you could. Now, what I did was I used recordings. I didn't work one-on-one, but I used recordings.
Okay.
But you could, and I definitely think if someone I don't have any diagnosed psychiatric conditions, but if anybody does,
only undiagnosed.
Hey, for your guys' information, I have paid for hypnotherapy, and I have no diagnosed psychiatric conditions.
Well, so
your information.
So did you like it? Because I really liked it. I really liked experimenting with both approaches. I like kind of hypnotherapy better, but did you like it?
I did hypnotherapy for specific reasons. Like I sought out hypnotherapy to help me quit smoking.
Did it work?
Oh, yes, it worked. And I believe in hypnotherapy. I'm a firm believer in that. And then my life coach, he also did like some regressive life hypnotherapy with me. And I plan on doing more of that with Lance. But I'm struggling with my weight. And I honestly am thinking about seeking a practitioner to do hypnotherapy for weight loss, because I've heard that people are successful with that. And like I said, I found success with hypnotherapy to quit smoking. So
what I mean, I know we don't have to make the podcast about this, but we can. So for example, in your case, Rebecca, you used hypnotherapy to quit smoking. Now, the way that Brandon, you described it, it made it sound like if you went through hypnotherapy, not trying to be funny, but if you went through it, then you're basically paying someone to tell you to go to bed. I mean, if that's
except you're not. Except you're not, though, because The point is to get your conscious mind to shut the fuck up and get out of the way.
Oh,
You know, stop thinking. It
Stop
doesn't matter.
thinking.
Well, yeah, but don't you think? Stop. We're not. You're not. You don't need to think about a damn thing. Stop. Just relax. You don't. You obviously the way you've been thinking is screwed up. That's why you're here today, right? There's obviously something that you want to change about your life that you haven't been able to change. Otherwise, you wouldn't be seeking out help in this way. So no. You relax, but as you're relaxing, no. They do fundamentally deep work on your subconscious or even unconscious mind.
so if you'd be willing to share, say, Becca,
What did you say, Paul?
if you was willing to share, I mean, and I know it might be kind of personal, but you know, you went through it and it really helped you. So like, what kind of things?
They just take you like when I did hypnotherapy to quit smoking and when I did regressive hypnotherapy with my life coach, in both cases, they get you just into a relaxed state of mind, and they I don't want to say they give you suggestions, but I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like once they get your mind in that relaxed state, they're able to like convince you. I don't want to say convince you of stuff, but they put like
No, that's true though.
like suggestive thoughts in your mind, like maybe you're not really a smoker. Maybe you were never a smoker to begin with. And it's been so long since I did hypnotherapy to quit smoking. I don't even remember if that was the stuff the guy said, but I just remember I didn't feel like I was in danger or being threatened while I was doing the hypnotherapy. I didn't experience any pain, physical or otherwise, while I was doing the hypnotherapy. And I got the results I wanted from the hypnotherapy. Like I said, the first time I sought out hypnotherapy, it was to quit smoking. And then the second time, it was with my life coach for
But
regressive
isn't it
life
just a placebo
stuff.
though? Could it be just a placebo?
No, so you know what I think it is? I think our minds and our brains have a lot more power than we give them credit for. And I believe we have a lot of abilities to heal ourselves, but we also have the ability to change things about ourselves using our minds. You know what I mean?
Correct.
And so that's what I feel like what I've experienced when I've done hypnotherapy in these cases, right? Like I feel like I just like I don't know. They tell you what they basically feed the suggestion to your mind that you're trying to feed to your mind. You know what I mean?
And so, go ahead.
And like it helps me a lot. You know what I mean? Like I said, I was able to quit smoking with it fairly easily. I don't remember having any, like, it was years ago that I did it. And I don't remember having any, like, issues with being around smokers after that either, right? Like, it was just easy for me.
So how long was you smoking?
I smoked, let's see, I think I had smoked most off and on for 20 years, 15, 20 years at that point, and mostly more on than off. But there were times like when my kids were first born that I didn't smoke, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. So there were times when I didn't during that 15-year period. And I was smoking about a pack a day. And I had tried so many things to try to quit smoking before. And I'd always, like, before I ever picked up my first cigarette, when my first cigarette was offered to me, I remember thinking, well, Beck, you know, you have overcome and accomplished a lot. And I know people say that quitting smoking cigarettes is very hard, but surely you'll be able to accomplish it. And so I saw no harm in trying that first cigarette, but I got hooked. And I had a lot of trouble quitting, but the hypnotherapy really worked for me.
I gotta say, I like to smoke. I wish it was so bad. I don't smoke right now. I smoked for 10 years. Not a pack like you, Beck, but I smoked like a few cigarettes a day. And yeah, I mean, I do enjoy it even now. Like when it's like some kind of vacation or holiday, I still allow myself to have a little smoke. Yeah.
Now, do you, Brandon, feel like what we've talked about, hypnotherapy, and I believe the other thing is called NLP? Well, I guess I'll ask you after the break.
All right.
favorite author, Rebecca S. Meadows, here with another message. You know, you can go up to Amazon and search Rebecca Meadows author to get your hands on each of my books. And each book is available in Kindle, digital download, Amazon print on demand, or on Audible. So enjoy, and please send me an email at beccameadows76@gmail.com and let me know what you thought of my book, okay? Oh, and please go up and write a review for me too. Thank you. Peace out. Okay.
Sounds like Paul had a question.
Yeah. So Brandon, do you feel like, talking about hypnotherapy and the NLP methods, do you think those have helped you, improved your life, or helped you improve your life?
I do. And just to kind of close out this topic, I don't mean to go over time a lot, guys. The company that I work with and that I do recommend, they're called Inspire 3.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just Inspire, and then I think the number 3.com. So yeah.
Was there an Inspire 1 and 2 before that, or is this
I
like
don't
the
know.
latest generation of Inspire?
I don't know. I just found Inspire 3, and they had a money back guarantee that I did not take them up on. So I'm like, hey, cool.
Hey, Brandon, you know what you've done that I really want to know how to get it on?
What?
Is the the self-driving cars. How did you do that? Can you tell us how you became a driver for Waymo or whatever?
Well, a rider, yeah. So I'm what you call a trusted tester. So it's just it's in my neighborhood, and they're ever expanding, and so I had just signed up in the app to be what's called a trusted tester, and then they had an opportunity that they sent me via email, and it was just a form, like, hey, this, if you're interested, fill out this form, and if it seems like you're a good fit, we'll contact you.
Interesting. But I have a question back to what you were saying. Inspire 3, is that where you download those audio files for hypnotherapy? Is that what it is?
Yeah. They have a whole bunch of different products. But yeah.
And they're free, or they cost?
No, they cost.
Okay.
I thought the prices were reasonable, given that they are led by clinical hypnotherapists and master level NLP practitioners. I mean, this isn't just some random dude down the street,
Well, okay, but the question then is, Becca was just sharing that she had a specific goal in mind, like to quit smoking, and her therapist was guiding her through this. So when you download that hypnotherapy, like, how do they know, like, what goal? Because there's so many goals people could have. How
No, right. And so you pick the area of your life that you're trying to work on. And
so like if you're trying to learn how to fly, they can give you a hypno session like that.
If they've done a recording like that, I don't think they've done a recording, but I know, like, they have all kinds of, like, fear of flying. That's one, sure. But that didn't apply to me.
Maybe like fear of heights, probably.
I think they do. Do. Yeah, that's in the phobias category. So they have
fear of heights. Yeah, wow. So what website is that, Brandon?
It's just inspire3.com.
Okay.
Just Inspire and then the number 3.com. So I don't know. Just putting it out there. I feel like it's an affordable way, an easy way that you might be able to help yourself. Certainly beats going in person, and that's a lot more money and a lot more time. And anyway, it's worked for me. Just food for thought.
That's very beneficial. Thank you for sharing, Brandon.
Yeah, I never tried it. And plus, like, you buying Cat in a Sack, like, or they give you like a little sample to listen to. What if you don't like the therapist's voice, or what if you don't like their style, or what have you?
No, right. That's why they have the money back guarantee. If it doesn't work for you or you don't like it, you can get your money back.
Oh, okay. I guess that answers that. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I did buy some meditation from the quantum psychologist guy, who I like, and we're doing those meditations almost daily, at least trying to. But yeah, so there's no money back. So if you bought it, you bought it. And it's
Well,
pretty-
and just real quick to close out, so just so that people know, I know that name might put some people off, quantum anything, but listen, it's based on quantum mechanics and quantum physics, which are actual
Right.
scientific branches of study. So I don't know how I feel about all that, but they are actual scientific branches of study. So I hope
Yeah,
it
it
helps
is.
you.
And psychology really works taking for base all these fields, because we are in the quantum field, so the field of possibilities. So I mean, there's a lot to unpack. We're not gonna go too much into depth, but there's some really good books. The scientists and the psychologist who I follow a lot, his name is Joe Dispenza.
Oh yeah,
You know-
I'm familiar with him. I
Oh.
haven't ever done any work with him, but I have saw some of his videos.
A very interesting cat. So yeah, you guys should check him out. He wrote a very interesting book, a pretty famous book. It's called "You're the Placebo."
I think I've heard of him.
Yeah, he's very good. I really wanted to go to his retreat. He offers retreats all throughout the world.
Oh wow.
Mexico, in Europe, in the States, like wherever. Well, for one thing, you can't just show up to the retreat. You have to actually do some steps before, because you need to learn how to meditate properly and then to familiarize yourself with that work, because otherwise you'd be just wasting money. You need to know what you're signing up for, essentially. But the prices are through the roof. My God, like
Yeah,
1,000 plus all your lodging. Like, oof, no. I just
You
started
said
with
10,000 plus.
what's that?
You said 10,000 plus.
Oh, you could 7, 10,000 depends how
goodness.
long it is.
Depends on what package you sign up for, probably.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Sometimes
See, and
Well,
now
like-
you begin to see. Well, and imagine how much just going to a therapist costs over, say, 6 months, 9 months, a year. See, I'm not trying to spend all that money unless I needed to. But it turns out I didn't need to.
well, that's true. And then again, I don't know. I listened to one of his people, like, who went to his retreat and who was following his teachings, and supposedly she treated cancer within herself. Like, she had a bile duct cancer, which is very rare. She got it in 2021, which is a rare type of cancer that people started having lots of types of rare cancers after safe and effective.
So-called vaccines, what I call
Yeah.
shots. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
so glad I didn't get those.
Boo.
I know, but again, I mean, I have no proof. I'm just guessing that's what happened to her. But she did go through those retreats, and then she meditated, and supposedly she healed her cancer within like 9 or 10 months.
Wow.
Well, and right, and I mean, I'm not saying she didn't at all. I'm not making any health claims. I'm just letting people know, what I found helpful. So
Yeah,
I think many people are stressed out to the max. Many people can't sleep at night. I'm neither one of those things.
But you also love sleep, right?
I do.
Some people don't love sleep. I mean,
I'm
Yeah,
also a professional sleeper.
Yeah, but some people think like, man, I just can't get my mind to slow down, man. I just think these thoughts just race through my head, and I know I need to sleep.
know.
I can't get to sleep. Like, I'm not one of those people.
well,
but,
there's
but
like
for the record, but was you one of them people before you took the therapy?
Well, I didn't go through that kind of therapy. So I'm just saying.
No, I know,
people
but
are
what I'm saying
really
is
stressed out. They get no sleep, next to no sleep. Like,
Does
Yeah,
anybody
but-
know exactly what therapies Brandon's gone through?
Well,
well,
that would be a
I'll tell you.
person.
I've used hypnotherapy and NLP.
No, but what I mean is before you use those therapies, though, did you have trouble sleeping before?
No, but I didn't use those therapies for that reason.
okay. Well, I see what you're saying.
Enjoy your 3 hours of sleep. I'll sleep better than you, and I'll work better than you, and I'll earn more than you. So
Great. I'm looking forward
often
to
imitated, never duplicated. Brandon Miller.
Well, you certainly are correct that no one could ever duplicate you. That is correct. Certainly, people can imitate you, and I could do that if everybody wanted, but I don't know if I want to do that.
I hope you
but no,
you
I'd like to hear it.
you just mentioned that they'll help you sleep better, and all I'm saying is if you didn't have trouble sleeping before, I mean, I don't.
Yeah, you can't use that as an improvement, as a proof.
As
or
an improvement on you if you wasn't having trouble sleeping. Now for others, it might work.
but even if you did have a horrible time sleeping, I think you could benefit.
Well, but you don't know that.
But technically,
I think I do. If you go in there and you're honest with yourself and the practitioner.
Well, perhaps I'm not doubting that. I'm just saying, like, if it wasn't your issue, you can't say that you sleep good now.
Hey guys, can I take a random poll of the panel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you suffer back pain, say I. None of you guys have back pain?
I do not.
Oh,
I have
my
pain in
God.
other places, but that's usually like my hair's falling out, that kind of thing.
I thought all Americans have back pain. Because,
Thank you.
wow, where I come from, everybody and their dog has back pain.
Huh? No, not really. And no. I have tweaked my back, and it was painful for a week or so. I've done that.
Yeah, I've
twice,
done
and
that.
or if you
that's-
sleep wrong. Yeah.
Boy, that was a tough one. I tell you what. But in terms of like back pain, no, not really. Now, is my posture great? Well, you can just look at me on the screen, and you can know that it's not always great, and I'll admit that. But in terms of like chronic back pain, no. Why do you bring it up?
Well, I just was like, I like to find out statistically about things, and I thought I had heard that back pain was a problem for a lot of Americans. And I know I've had back pain for years after being in 4 car accidents and everything else, And so I just was thinking, hey, I want to take a random poll real quick and just see how many of my co-hosts also suffer back pain.
I do think I've seen studies though that are what you're talking about. I do think I've seen studies that have said those things. So it just could be that we're the 3 lucky people in America that don't really have much of it. But I have seen studies that do show a lot of that data.
Yeah, well,
And I hope you can find a way out of that. I mean,
yeah.
You
should try
hypnotherapy.
No, I'm serious. I'm not being facetious. Maybe you should try hypnotherapy and see if you can.
For back pain?
Why
Are
not?
you saying for back pain?
Or chiropractics or something.
Oh,
kinesiology. I don't know.
You do the fun stuff for a bad back, like massage therapy. That's
Sure.
the kind of therapy.
What, you get a massage when you have back? When you have back pain, you get a massage?
Back pain, neck pain, hip pain.
Yeah.
Like I have a great massage therapist.
I don't want to be weird about it, but I don't really want like none of that. So I guess I should never have back pain or any
You
kind
don't
of
want
pain.
you don't want a man massaging on you?
I really don't think I do. Thank you for asking.
You can have a female massage therapist too, though. There's plenty of good female massage therapists out there. I just happen to have a male.
I don't think I don't know.
Again, if I
that
needed
either.
it, I would do. Again, Paul's all like reserved. And look, hey, again, whatever works for me. Whatever works for me. So
You would welcome a massage either gender therapist? Is that what you're saying, Brandon?
no, listen, I'm saying like if I was in a fight or a majorly intensive competition or something, and I won or came in second place, which I probably would, but I happened to tear a muscle or something, mess something up with a ligament or something, like sure, I would use massage.
No,
like, sure.
nothing Vicodin can't take care of. Thank you very much.
Heck no.
Why are you so
Heck
resentful?
no.
Paul? Why are you so resentful?
What is wrong? What
Yeah.
is wrong with the massage?
Yes.
Well,
Here we go. The moment of truth.
okay. I would say that yes, to Becca's point, I do not want another guy giving me a massage. I would probably be more open for a woman to do it, but I generally don't really want people touching me all over like that, unless I really, really know them.
What?
Okay,
This is my time.
I'm sorry, I don't want none of that.
I've had massages from female massage therapists and male massage therapists, and I have to be honest, I prefer the male massage therapists because their hands are stronger. And they usually have larger hands with longer fingers, so they like have more. Yeah, I mean, they just do better, I think. So
Yeah, in fact, this Saturday I'm going to a massage therapist. I haven't seen him yet, but my massage therapist, she canceled because of the weather. Because when it's cold, everybody stays home. It's so scary. It's good. Nobody wants to get outside. I was pissed. All her clients canceled, so she canceled too. And then I said, "Oh, damn! Like, where can I go?" She goes, "Well, I have one therapist I can suggest if you don't mind a male person." I was like, "Oh, sure." So I don't know. I'm gonna find out
when are you going to see him?
This Saturday.
Cool. I hope you have.
And like I said, I definitely resonate with like massage therapy, chiropractic therapy, aromatherapy. I'm not all about big pharma. Thumbs down. No.
Me too.
I love aromatherapy.
I am not about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Me too. I mean, if therapy, like I would go to all kinds of therapy. Just if somebody paid for it, like I would just go all day long, like for different ones.
Yeah.
Massage therapy, chiropractic therapy, hypnotherapy, what have you? Like
no thanks. Not for me. Not for me.
Through pharmacopoeia. Yeah, no, not interested.
Not for me. And for the record, I actually have taken Vicodin, and I think they gave that to me when I got my wisdom teeth pulled out. Not for me either. I guess.
I mean, I had surgery last year, and they gave me all kinds of synthetic crap, and I did not enjoy the journey.
No, didn't like a lot of that either. So, I guess I'll just be in pain a lot if I don't want massages or big pharma. I don't know.
I had stomach problems for days.
There is another option for pain control. Acupuncture also is a good option.
Right. Yeah.
I was in 4 car accidents up in Montana, and after my second accident, I was in such severe pain. I sought out acupuncture, and I was always terrified of needles, but the acupuncture really helped me.
Yeah, I've done it as well. It's been years, but I've done it as well, and I don't mind it. It's fine.
Yeah, I haven't. The idea of needles poking me, I don't know. I kind of don't.
So, Brandon, did you find that you experienced benefit or pain relief from the acupuncture?
Oh, I'll tell you. Yes, it did benefit me, and I'll tell you why. I don't have a great circulation, and it definitely helped with that.
Oh, good.
That's interesting. I don't have great circulation either, so that's really interesting.
No, and they're little tiny needles. They're not like cow needles. They're little tiny.
Oh, I know, but for me, it's a big deal to go do the blood test. No,
I got you.
Yeah.
Well, shall we ask Paul what he wanted to talk, because we missed him last time?
Well, my topic's really not all that interesting, but I appreciate that nevertheless. I was just going to kind of talk about how we all choose to store digital media these days, whether it's pictures, photos, documents, music, videos. I just wanted to kind of bring that up because I was actually bringing it back to blindness specific. I was actually maybe looking at getting a digital talking book player. Now, for those who may not know what that is, listening in the podcast world, a digital talking book player plays media files such as MP3, WAV, WMA. Does anyone use that anymore? FLAC. But it also reads books such as, or documents such as DOC or text documents or specialized Braille formats. And so I was looking at getting one of those devices because you can put those in your pocket. But what I found a lot of them don't have is a regular SD card slot anymore. It appears that perhaps that's going by the wayside, and I still use regular SD. A lot of them was using mini SD card slots. And so I was just curious to know kind of how y'all store your stuff, or do you prefer, rather than physical storage, do you prefer the cloud? Because I know a lot of people use OneDrive, iCloud, or other ones that are not paying me to mention them.
So I'm holding a Pen Friend right now. The Pen Friend is a great tool that I like a lot, and it can play audiobooks.
You can play a whole audiobook on a Pen Friend? Are you serious?
I'm serious. On the PenFin 3, yes, you can.
Oh, I've never seen
Now,
the
only one at a time. Only one at a time. So you cannot put your whole library on it. No. But that's just me fine. I read one book at a time anyway. I'm not going to put my whole library on it.
I read like 3 or 4 at a time.
I used to do my recording of audio notes and listening to audio books on my Victor Reader Trek, but that's gone tits up. So I'm now using my iPhone for all of those things.
Yeah, I don't trust all those electronic storage places like the cloud, because when they tell you it's secure, blah blah blah. Oh, please, secure my ass.
What?
No, hang on a second. Now, hang on. I want Anya to finish what she was fixing to
I do
say.
too.
Yeah,
I do too.
well, do you think whatever is on the internet, it's ever yours? I mean, come on, let's not be silly. Once you put it out there, it's out there, and then you have passwords, sure, but think of a situation when you get in trouble with the police or something. They can still get to your information. Yes. Well,
Okay, so my question is, going back to the topic at hand, what do you use to store all your data?
Well, it's going to be very strange. What I'm going to say, okay, for my regular data, like my computer stuff, my books, my recipes, my whatever, I store everything on a regular thumb drive.
Okay.
I have one of those too.
Okay.
I have one of those too.
And
External drive, those. Yeah, so I can always, if I have to, in the extreme circumstance, if I have to run somewhere and I cannot take my computer, I can take my thumb drive and all my data is going to be there. Yeah. Well, it's just extreme, but just I like to keep it that way. I don't use Microsoft Drive, and I don't use my cloud even. Yes, I know I'm risking. I'm taking the risk because if God forbid something happened to my phone, I won't have
fire or
anything
something.
backed up. Yeah, so my.
But do you safely remove your thumb drive?
Oh yes, I do.
You better. You really seriously, you better.
No, seriously, I screwed up. I really screwed up one driver. I killed it just not too long ago, maybe last year, 2 years ago. And
How'd you do that?
Really?
Well, because I didn't remove it safely, and it just freaking killed it. I was one of those people who thought it was never going to happen to me because
Yeah.
I had heard, but it never happened to me for years, so I'm going to be okay. Nope.
So how do you
Yeah,
safely
sorry.
remove one or unsafely remove one?
Well, yeah. So you have to, at least on my computer, what you do, like you go to context menu when you sit on the drive, and then you need to find inject.
Eject?
Eject, yeah.
Yeah.
Eject.
So inject. Yeah. So you press J, and then it says beep, makes this noise, and then it says save to remove hardware.
Can we get that on a loop, please? Can we get that
Yes.
the bee sound that she
Well
did? Can we get that
done.
on a loop, please, for a later episode?
Well done. I'm yes.
Versus
No,
if you just remove it, though, you could
No.
lose your data.
But if just yank it out, you're gonna kill it.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now, were you able ever to get back any of the content that, or did the whole drive get ruined?
The whole drive got ruined.
Oh man!
Well, luckily it was not my main one. It was. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why the crowd is laughing at that, because it could happen to one of them in the crowd.
Yeah. Safely remove it, people, or you'll regret it. You'll regret it.
This announcement.
Anya, you didn't lose any important espionage plans, did you, when you lost the hard drive?
Oh, my espionage plans are well kept. There's multiple backups.
Multiple
Now,
backups,
how
not
do you-
on the
how-
cloud, though.
Not where, but how do you store those? Do you store those on microfiche?
Oh yeah. No, I'm not.
Microfiche? Come on, takes up way too much space, doesn't it?
No, I'm just kidding. No. I mean, I use only thumb drives, yes, and yeah, just for my phone. Like I said, I'm just that's gambling. Whatever happens. Not like I have too much to, some important information like super sensitive. No, but it's just a matter of principle. It's my stuff. So
I do understand that. I do understand that quite a bit. So
I'll say more after the break.
Stay with us, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. Hey, everybody. Are you enjoying the show? Are you enjoying the books? Are you enjoying everything we're doing here at Blue Butterfly Enterprises? If so, go up to bluebutterflyenterprises.com and check out our store and buy some of our memorabilia. Wouldn't it be cool to have a Becca's World hat or t-shirt or coffee mug or bumper sticker for your car? I'm going to get one for my car when I get a car that I can drive. Hey guys, are you guys there?
yes.
I like that commercial.
Yeah, Gino and I have been recording some new commercials and stuff.
Yeah. No,
So
that
you
was good.
really have merch?
Yeah, we have merch. Yeah, but I never think to talk about it on the show. That's why I told Gino. I said, let's record some commercials with the stuff I never think to promote on the show. So
Do you know what? I'm having that issue that some of you have had in the past. I'm not hearing the commercials these days. I don't know why. But so I don't mean to deviate too much, but what kind of merch do you have generally?
we have Gino can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we have Becca's World t-shirts, Becca's World hats, Becca's World like to-go mugs, and I think you can get Becca's World bumper stickers too, and maybe even some other stuff up there. It's been like we set that all up a few years ago through, I think it's Teespring or something like that. So
That is awesome. I'm so glad you have mugs. I love mugs.
well,
That's
go up
usually
there
what I
and
buy
check
from
it out. Go up there and check it out, Brandon. And I invite our viewers to go up there and check it out too and buy some Becca's World memorabilia.
I mean, and just think, you guys, it's midwinter. I mean, just think, nice deluxe hot chocolate in a Becca's World mug. Just think how satisfying that would be. I mean, it would be satisfying. I mean, I think it would be satisfying.
What if you don't like hot chocolate?
Come on, you don't like hot chocolate with the
I don't like hot
marshmallows
chocolate. I don't like
and
hot chocolate either.
made with milk and the chocolate shavings. Oh, come on, let's elevate this drink.
It's the daily norm of calories in one cup. I mean,
Heck yeah, you're an America girl. Come on,
Doesn't
come
mean you have
on.
to, no, I don't mind hot chocolate, but some people may not like. I've met a girl who didn't like chocolate. I met a guy who was allergic to chocolate. True story.
Well, you
So-
could elevate your coffee then.
That's true.
Did you guys know that chocolate is an aphrodisiac? And Valentine's Day is coming up.
I've
in
heard
2
that, but
weeks.
you as a woman confirming is good intel for us guys. Thank
Everybody
you.
should run out and buy themselves some chocolate for Valentine's Day.
What if you don't have a? What if you don't have a Valentine?
well, you just buy for yourself then and indulge.
No, well, I'll need to borrow some money from somebody. Okay.
I encourage you, Paul, go find a Valentine. It'll be a fun adventure. I mean, I always thought it was fun. I mean, not
I'm sorry.
always, but
Go find a Valentine. Is that what you said?
yeah.
All right.
So-
well, I'll probably have to pay a little bit more than I want, so I don't want to do that.
Uh-oh.
I'm talking about the cards. Get your mind out of the gutter, you guys. Come on now. I'm talking about the Valentine's Day cards. They're like $5 to $10 these days. My goodness, what's everyone thinking about?
I would take a sweet thing to the rib cage. Okay, let's have some barbecue.
The rib
Come
cage.
on.
With my
Of
luck, she'll be a
course.
vegetarian.
I would no. I won't be taking no vegetarian to no, not my kind of no. Mm,
Not your kind of lady, a vegetarian? Well,
no. We would not work out. No.
Well,
I like ladies that eat meat, chicken and beef and venison and pork roast and beef roast and shoulder
yeah.
roast and like,
Yeah,
come
baby.
on.
yeah, baby. Well, we deviated, but Paul, you never told us how you store your stuff because we started talking about me. I started answering, but I don't think you said or anybody.
oh well. I right now store a lot of my stuff on an SD card. A lot of my music and important files and that kind of thing. I do have a OneDrive that I'm kind of using because I kind of look at it like I'm paying for Microsoft 360. So I might as well kind of use it. So I do put I do put some of my music on there, but I haven't gotten to the point, kind of like you, where I want to put like personal family stuff or anything like that up there for kind of the same reason you have. But right now I use SD cards because when I was younger, I would always, I had a product called a Braille Note, and every time I would have a thumb drive, I'd close the Braille Note and I'd bend the thumb drive because I'd close it and forget the thumb drive was in there. So I stopped using those. Mini SD cards are way too small for my liking. And so to me, the SD card's the perfect size. And so it's kind of a shame to me that I'm seeing a lot of products, even a product that I might be receiving soon, that don't have SD cards. They have mini, but no regular ones. So that's kind of a bummer to me. So hopefully I answered the question.
Paul,
Now
can
I
ask
just
a
got
question?
Yeah,
What?
go ahead.
Along the lines of, so Anya's using a thumb drive. That's a
Mhm.
USB. Paul,
Yeah.
can you explain what is the benefit or the difference between an SD and a USB? Because they're both physical memory storage that would have the same problems that Anya was having versus the cloud.
But it was due my own negligence, though.
Yeah.
Well, you mean like the problems of you losing data when you take it out?
Yeah, you have data corruption. I mean, SD cards have notorious problems with data corruption.
Oh yeah. Well, I think
and they're
those
slow.
they are slower. That I mean, I'm not going to deny that one bit. They are slow. I just for me probably it's just the physicality of them. You know what they are in shape. Like I said, I've wrecked a whole bunch of thumb drives over the years, and so to me, it's just the size of the SD card is a perfect thing to put in my pocket. You know, it's the size of a guitar pick. You know,
I
And-
just
and-
imagine. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
it's the size of a guitar pick, and so you know, I know it's there. Versus if it was a mini SD card, you know, I you know might lose it more. So I don't think there's really an advantage to an SD card versus a thumb
You
drive.
know the micro SD cards, they actually have adapters that it goes right into a normal size SD card housing.
Yeah, but you don't have a way if you have an SD card to get into a mini SD card slot.
Well,
No, but if you
I
have
am the
I'm
total
saying if
opposite.
you're
of you guys.
using SD cards, you know, because there's a lot of devices that use micro, and you can get an adapter so that you can then put it into a normal SD slot.
Yes, yes. I believe it or not, I actually have one of those. I've had to succumb to that because I have a product that only takes mini SD, and so I actually do have one of those. So I do use it when I'm putting an SD card, quote unquote, into my computer. But it's just, you know, kind of frustrating first world problem. But it's frustrating because you know, if I should buy, say, a product that doesn't have it, I'm going to have to transfer all of my data to either the product, its internal memory, or, you know, to the computer itself.
Right. Well, you said earlier you racked a bunch of thumb drives because you were closing Braille Note, forgetting about this. And I hardly can imagine this because it's hard to close a Braille Note when the thumb drive is sticking out. Like,
Oh, well, you know, I mean, it might have been. Well, I mean, I don't know. I think for me, it's just like, hey, I had stuff to do. I had classes to go to. I had, you know, things to do. So I would just be in a hurry and I'd close the dang thing and it'd go. Then I'd feel something bend and I would go, crap, did it again. So.
But it won't even close right. I mean, you have to really struggle.
Oh, it closed. Oh, it closed. It closed. I didn't say it was right, but it closed.
I also bent the flash drive.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know because I've done the same thing.
No, that's what he was talking about.
Yeah. No, they closed. I got it to close, but it didn't mean it closed correctly. So,
Well, guys, I'm the total opposite. I have subscriptions for OneDrive, Google Drive, and Dropbox. So I really need to get my subscriptions in order. But no, and Dropbox is my favorite, my very, very favorite. So you guys, Yeah,
But,
yeah.
like, do
It
you
is
have
nice.
to have a subscription to Google Drive?
Well, it's not
Comes
just
with your
Google
Gmail
Drive.
account.
No. It's not Google Drive itself. I have a Google One subscription because I had a lot of stuff in my Google Drive, and they were like, "Oh, by the way, hey man, you can't send or receive any email because you're over the limit. So upgrade to Google One, buddy." And I'm like, "Oh."
So did you eventually move all that stuff to OneDrive or Dropbox or just your PC?
No, I should because I have plenty of space in Dropbox, but I just haven't done it. But you guys are right. I mean, I could get hacked, but honestly, I mean, that's terrible customer service, there, guy. I mean, because I'll just say, these are Fortune 500 companies, guys. So it is very convenient if my computer gets hacked, if I drop my phone off the side of a mountain. If I drop it in a swimming pool, I know that all my content is safe because it's not stored locally. So
Well,
I just got to advocate a little bit here, huh?
Why are you bringing your phone to the pool?
Because, man, I bring it to the pool, I pair it to a Bluetooth speaker, and then I get out of the pool, and I might be slightly inebriated, and I'm like, wait, this is the wrong playlist. Hold on, let me switch the playlist. And so then I switch the playlist, and I'm like, yeah. And I go back by the pool, and the phone launches out of my hand and crashes into the pool, and I'm like,
no! But now you just wasted $800 to $1,000 depending on how much the phone is worth, all because of your inebriation.
If the party is good,
No, you got to think about the money you spent on that. That's a waste of money.
I meant to think about it, but at least all my music is safe.
I meant to work out today, and I didn't. So what do you got to say to that?
No, at least all my music and videos and documents are still safe, thank the Lord. I mean, I can't call anybody or text anybody, but,
Well,
That's
okay.
That's another reason I don't like not another. Just thought of it. Like, you have to pay for those storage places.
You do.
Yeah, and
You do.
Not only they create an illusion of security for you, whereas they have ways to get to your shit, but you also pay for it. Like, no, thank you.
But to Brandon's point, though, unless you're on the most wanted list or you're wanted by, the police or the FBI, they don't care what you have in there. I mean,
they could quickly change, though. I mean, my political views can become very inconvenient anytime.
But you don't think Apple doesn't spy on you? You don't think Google doesn't spy on you? They do.
Of course they do, but then they would have full access to everything.
Well, they might, but there's nothing we can do about that. But the point is, you wouldn't have access to my stuff because I enable biometric app lock.
What's that?
It means you could click on Dropbox on my phone and it would say, unlock using either your face or your fingerprint.
But to Anya's point, if Dropbox needed to get to your stuff for whatever reason, they could bypass all of that and get to your stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
So could Apple and so could Google.
Yeah, that's my point.
Yeah, that's why we are completely at the mercy of Big Brother.
Well, okay, but the devil, right? At least I'm not with ZTE or Huawei.
Unless we all unplug our devices and throw them in our swimming pools. Then we won't be at their mercy anymore.
I don't want to have a stack of thumb drives or SD cards. Not interested. Not interested.
Well, that's true. But, I often hear from people, from average Joes who say, well, I'm not that interested. My life is too boring, so they can listen if they want. They can see what I'm doing if they want. It just doesn't matter. Yeah, you, like, as one unit, you don't really matter, but they do collect data. And they manipulate. They learn how to manipulate you, your habits, your behaviors, your thoughts, because the way you what you write, what you search for, what you read, what you watch, everything has been gathered.
Well, yeah, they have something on all the phones now, and you can't turn it off. It's called data gathering or data searching or something. And basically, what it does, and I can attest that this is a real thing, because one of my roommates is a big football fan. And I don't care a lick about football. Sorry. But I don't.
What?
But
Absolutely.
what he'll do is he'll look up different things about our NFL football team around here. The Niner Fours, if you ever heard of them. And so
49ers! You said it wrong.
They're not paying
How
me.
can
so
you say the name of an elite team like that wrong? Oh, that is terrible.
They're not paying me, so
Terrible.
I'm not giving them any publicity. So
Terrible.
the Niner Fours, he's a big fan of them, but sometimes I'll still get stuff in my YouTube feed about them because his phone is always near my phone. And so what happens is the data gathering or whatever the features on all these phones are, it gathers data of what other people look up and search, and you will eventually get those things on your feeds as well or in your searches.
I think that's real.
That is a real thing.
That sounds
Yeah.
like a contagious thing. When you said you're around other people and your phone like starts like sending you stuff that they've been looking at, isn't that like a contagious thing?
Yeah, you can't turn it off. It's called data gathering or data searching, and all the phones have it. All of them have it.
That is real, and I'm actually not saying that cloud-based stuff is the way to go, guys, but I do use it. I'm just saying, I use it a heck of a lot more than I use physical storage.
Yeah, and it is convenient, no doubt about that. But again, you pay the price for convenience. That's
Yeah.
not only literally the price, but the other price.
Well, literally the price. I mean, I don't know what you pay for Dropbox,
I mean, the
but
physical price,
you
money.
you do pay a price for Dropbox. You do pay a price for Microsoft 360.
Hey,
So
talking about local storage, one of my computers just crapped the bed recently, and I'm so thankful that I backed it up and it wasn't stored locally. Thank goodness. I had to do a fresh install of Windows.
wow.
I heard there are servers. We're almost out of time, but I'll say it very quick. So I don't know that I have to ask my friend. He knows more about it. But there are like storage places that are not connected to like big brother like Google or like Apple, anything. So it's some kind of private thing, super secure. You could get to those. But again, I don't know how secure it is. And he has more information on it. But you basically you become in charge of it. Like you're the one who moderates it, like you're the one who runs it. But it's a little bit more complicated than I'm explaining.
Sure.
Huh.
I'll try to ask him if I'm interested. Well, Beck, I guess we let the man to have it tonight. We didn't get to our topics. But
Sorry, I
Ladies
tried
and
to be
gentlemen,
oh
do
no,
you have anything they want to add before we end the show?
No, not me.
no, I guess you did. I mean, we can revisit our topics next week as it's been done before. So it's been interesting conversation. I'm glad we discussed all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this evening for this exciting episode of The Blind View. Please be sure to like, share, and hit the subscribe button. And tune in again next week. Peace out.
Bye,
it,
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for watching Becca's World. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel.